Yo, I had to do a video real quick because I meant to do this earlier and I kept putting it off for some odd reason because I had a couple of other things to do. But I had to put this up tonight. I had to make sure I got this out tonight. I didn't want to wait. The Young and the Restless. You talk about drama. When I watched today's episode, I said, damn. Damn, it was just a lot. Yo, I was like, shit, what the hell can happen next at this party? Like, it was just crazy. But before I get into that, man, I gotta say, yo, it's crazy how they killed off Juliet. I didn't, for me, I didn't see it coming. I thought maybe, the baby, maybe they would survive, I thought maybe they would, but they didn't. Juliet did not survive. She died, but the baby is alive, but the baby's facing complications. I know it's hard for Lily to be there for Kane right now. I know it is, but I'm happy that she is because there's nobody else, there for him. Jill is out of town, I guess. Colin's out of town, and it would have sucked that Kane would have had to go through all of this by himself. So it's good that Lily was there despite their issues and their impending divorce. Um, but I'm happy that Lily could have been there, and she even got to name the baby. She named him. She told Kane maybe he should name the baby Sam as a tribute to his deceased sister Samantha, and I thought that was cool. I thought that was nice. It's messed up though how Juliet's father wants nothing to do with that baby. Kane called the father again and told the father, your daughter died. He didn't care. Her dad did not care. Didn't ask about funeral arrangements. Didn't ask about the baby. Kane told him about the baby. He told him, I don't want to know about him. I said, what the hell happened in the past between you and Juliet to make you feel that way about your daughter and your grandchild? What could have happened between y'all to make you so damn cold? Because that's colder than the other side of the pillow, if you ask me. I've seen people be cold towards their family members, but that's your child. She's your blood, and you didn't even blink when that man told you your daughter is dead. He didn't care. I said, what? If I was Kane, I would be so grateful. It's sad, but in a way, it's a blessing because it's a blessing for that baby because that baby will never have to be around that cold, heartless bastard. Because that's how I feel. He's a bastard for that. And I'm happy that that baby got Kane and got siblings. You know what I mean? And Kane is a good dad. Despite him doing what he did, cheating and all that, I don't condone it, but he is a good dad. Nobody can take that away from him. He's not a bad dad. He's a good dad. He's there for his kids. Say what you want about him. You could say he sucks at being a husband. Maybe he does. But he's a damn good father. And even Lily told him, he's a good dad. And hopefully him and Lily can work this out. Because I feel like there's been damage done on both their parts. I mean, come on, she did cheat on Kane too. Even though it was a while ago, a long time ago, he forgave her. And she didn't cheat just one time. It was more than once. And he forgave her. So I feel like now she should, forgive him and fix their marriage, you know? Because I hate seeing people just get a divorce and throw away years of marriage and love and kids just to, regret it later. Because I feel like she will regret it later if they get a divorce. But yeah, it was good to, see her there though, to be with him. So anyway, Ashley got an invite to the party for Abby. Abby was happy as a clam about this party that Victor was throwing for her for design date. And she's all giddy, and then they start talking about Dina and how Jack had to fire Dina from Jabot. Um, Basically because they feel like she doesn't have the capability of handling big company issues like she did when she was with Mergeron. I feel like that's the reason she sold Mergeron because it's obvious that she has maybe early set on Alzheimer's. I think that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I don't know if she's forgetful. I don't know what it is about her attitude. It made me start to think maybe she got dementia or something like that, but she remembers who people is though. That's the thing. Like she hasn't, to my knowledge, maybe she's a klepto. I don't know what it is, but I at first I was thinking maybe she got memory, but she remembers. She hasn't had any memory loss. I mean, she knows who her kids are. She knows who Nikki is. She know who Victor is. She know who all these people are. Neil. She know who all these people are. So she definitely doesn't have dementia. I don't think. But klepto, she may be that, but it's something I think medically wrong with her, maybe psychiatric wrong with her. I don't know, but it's obvious that she ain't there fully mentally. Is That's quite clear with her behavior. She's not all the way there. Um, so Ashley started packing up her stuff in a box, sorting out her stuff because she was gonna bring it to her to the house. And that's when Dina just came in there causing all type of hell because she felt like Ashley couldn't wait to get her out of Jabot and snapping at Ashley, snatching the box. Ashley was like, Ashley just looked like, okay, take the fucking box then. Shit. Like the way she snatched the box from her, I was like, okay, bitch, take the box. Damn, like, she was just trying to help you out. Shit. Ashley was like, all right, let me go to this party if I just go crazy on this old lady. Ashley ain't with the shits. I'm just saying, like, Ashley just like, I ain't got time for this shit. Do what you do. So they getting ready for the party or whatever. Zach shows up to the party, singing Abby's praises. Victor just looking his smug self. Because Victor already know he was about to screw over his own daughter. He know. He about to fuck his own daughter over, and he knew it. Um, So Neil is at the party getting everything ready since he's handling all of Newman's PR. Nikki shows up to the party. And Nikki, she was there or whatever to be there for Abby or whatever, like everybody else supposedly was. And Neil told Nikki that she needed to play the role of the matriarch. Snap a few pictures, family photos, her and Victor and the kids and the grandkids. And Nikki wasn't with the shits. Nikki was like, I'm not taking no picture with this motherfucker. And Victor just looking at his phone, not paying her no mind. And then Victor was like, no, bitch, you gonna snap these pictures with me or get the hell up out of my party. Cause he was, and that's basically what Victor said. Cause she talking about, no, I'm not taking no pictures with Victor. I'm not gonna pretend. He said, bitch, you pretended before. You're gonna pretend now, or you can leave the party. Make your choice. What you gonna do? Cause you ain't gonna stay here if you're not gonna present a united front and be the matriarch of the Newman family. Then you might as well giddy up and get on up out of here. So she was like, all right, whatever, I'll take the picture. So at Crimson Lights or whatever, they all getting ready, Sharon and Scott talking or whatever, they getting ready to go to the party. And they're planning on busting Zach at the party. Letting it be known at the party. I was like, oh, Sharon. She should have just listened to Paul and let them handle this whole situation because it just got straight up messy. And Crystal sitting there getting the outfit together, trying to get all glammed up to go to this party just to act the ass. But I'm happy that that this whole thing, the truth came out. So anyway, Noah and everybody show up to the party. Noah, Maddie and Reed show up after she called Lily to ask her permission to go to the party. And Lily was like, "All right, you can go to the party this one time. You're off punishment tonight." Um, But I'm surprised that Lily didn't even ask her what the party was, who was gonna be there. All she told her was that, adults were gonna be there. But you ain't even ask her what the party, what the party was about. You know what I mean? Like what the event was about. You ain't even ask her. But anyway, Lily, she let her go. So Maddie and Reed showed up at the party. And Noah showed up talking to his grandfather about Nick shutting down Underground or whatever. So Victor offered him the position of manager atop of the tower. Since the old manager is leaving to go start up a restaurant, he was like, why don't you manage this? But Noah was like, nah, he had reservations about it. He was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna do that or whatever. So Victor was like, all right, you don't want to do it, okay. So they're getting ready to for the Newman family photo. Abby was pissed because Abby thought she was gonna be standing next to Victor the whole time, taking a picture. But Neil wanted Victoria next to Victor. I said, why are y'all shitting on this girl so much? Like, this is supposed to be her night, and y'all just fucking with her. But I mean, I'll get into it in a minute. But anyway, so they getting ready for the picture. Nikki standing on the far left. I'm like, Nikki, you know that ain't where you supposed to be standing, bitch. You supposed to be standing next to Victor. Get your ass over there. And even Neil told her, because even when I looked at it at first, I'm like, why is Nikki standing all the way over there? Get your ass next to Victor. You're supposed to be the matriarch. Stand next to Victor. Even though you beefing with him or whatever, get your ass over there. So she start protesting because Neil asked her to go stand next to Victor. She start protesting. Oh, I'm fine right where I am. Bitch, he ain't ask you where you fine at. He ain't ask you if you was fine. Get your ass over there and take the picture. Just acting difficult. I said, why are you being so childish? Like, I get that y'all not happy right now. I get it. You can't stand them. I get it. But this is for PR only. This is for publicity. That's it. Get your ass over there. Damn, he ain't gonna bite you. Not unless you ask him to, he ain't gonna bite you. Get your ass over there. Then she really got pissed when Neil asked Victor to put his hand on her hand. When he told Victor to hold her hand. Nikki was like, oh hell no. Nikki was like, you ain't telling me I had to do all this shit. Neil was like, can you just do it for me, please? Damn, like, it's a 2 second picture. Damn, just let him grab your hand and call it a day. Victor's just looking at her like, bitch, get this shit together, cause I don't feel like holding your hand no more than you want me to. For me, I'm just like, why can't Victor and Nikki just get a divorce? Why do all this for publicity? I don't get it. First of all, this is not the first time they've been divorced or married to each other. They've been divorced and married to each other a lot of times, so this ain't the first. Second of all, Newman Enterprises is a private company. It ain't like they got shareholders and all that to answer to, and their marriage has nothing to do with the company. So why not just get a divorce? She's basically moved on with Jack Abbott anyway. So getting, filing the paperwork is just a formality at this point. I don't understand why she keeps staying married to Victor knowing that she's not happy in it. She don't want to be in it, obviously. Victor, I believe, still wants to be married to her, but she don't want to be married to him. I'm like, Nikki, just if you're gonna be at the party, bitch, keep up appearances and do what you asked to do. Or just step out the party, please. Ain't nobody got time for this shit. So, Victoria, so they go up. Victor goes up to the podium and, he tells everybody why they're there and congratulates Abby on design date, and then he drops the bomb that effective immediately. Victoria Newman will be taking over Newman Enterprises as the new COO, Chief Operating Officer. Abby jaw dropped. She said, "What?" Like Victor was like, "She's taking over as the new COO. It's a new beginning for the Newmans, and we gonna leave it at that." Abby was pissed. Abby stormed off that stage. Even Noah looked at her like, yeah, he sensed something was going on when he seen her storm off that stage. She wanted to leave, but Zach told her, nah, stay. Don't give Victoria the satisfaction of running you off. He was like, the only reason why she was named COO and the only reason why they made this decision was basically because her company was failing. They tried to save face because daddy had to bail her company out, which is true. Her company was going bankrupt and he had to bail her out. I somewhat felt bad for Abby tonight. I somewhat felt bad for her. And so Victoria went to go talk to Noah, whatever, about managing Top of the Tower. He didn't really want to do it because he worked with Victor before at Newman. They all have. And they know how Victor is at Newman. He's controlling. He tries to control their life, tell them what to do. If they come up with an idea, he's not really receptive to it. So they know how it is with Victor. So, Victoria assured him. She was like, it's a new day. I wouldn't come back to Newman if it wasn't a new day. So just manage Top of the Tower. You'll come to me. I'll make sure everything gets done that you need to get done. It's going to be a whole different ball game. So Noah was like, okay, I'll do it. I'll manage Top of the Tower. So Abigail goes over to congratulate Victoria. And when she comes over to congratulate Victoria, Victor in the background acting like he looking at his phone and he really looking at Abby to see what she gonna say and do. So Abby was like, congratulations. I hope we could work well together. And Victoria was like, no, bitch, we're not gonna be working together. You work for me. I'm the COO. You report to me. That pissed Abby the fuck off. She said, bitch, you wouldn't even be here if you knew how to fucking run a company. She said you ran your little cosmetic business under the ground. I was like, get her. I was like, damn, Abigail laid it out. I was like, yo, but the thing is, I slightly feel bad for Abby because this was supposed to be her night. Victor basically implied she was next in line to take over. He did imply it. He didn't flat out say it before, but he implied it. And to just fuck her over like that. But the reason I don't feel totally bad for Abby, because she's been a bitch to Victoria for months. Even when Victoria wasn't thinking about Newman, she was always gloating about design date and throwing shade at her because she was afraid that Victoria was gonna come back to Newman one day. She was afraid of that. So she would always try to throw shots at her first. But I feel like both of them are just entitled brats. Victoria's the ice queen. Like, she's a cold hearted bitch. Victoria is. And Abby's just a whiner. You know? Just by her interaction with Victor, talking about, oh, this is not fair. That sounds like a teenage person, a teenage kid who didn't get their way. That's what it sounds like. But I do kind of feel bad for her because, this was supposed to be her big night and it was just spoiled, and she was so hyped about it and now she just felt kicked in the fucking face. And only thing when Victoria mentioned that to Victor, Victor's like, oh, she'll get over it. This is what I don't like about Victor. He pits his kids against each other and he seems like he's all happy about it. Oh, she'll get over it. Victor. I don't understand why Abby just don't go back to working at Jabot. At Jabot, she was more respected. Her opinions were more, valued. And I just feel like at Newman, she's never going to get that respect that she desires. So she might as well just quit and go to Jabot. So Victor is about to announce Tessa. Well, Scott went over to, check on Abigail or whatever, see if she was all right. Um, so Victor is about to announce Tessa as the musical guest. And that's when Sharon and Crystal walk in. So Tessa's or whatever, she doing her little number or whatever, singing. And basically Zach sees Crystal. And he's going over to talk to Abby or whatever. And that's when that's when Crystal and Sharon and Scott come over and Crystal accuses him of running a sex ring operation. And Abigail figured that they were just lying and coming up with bullshit. So Crystal goes and grabs the microphone and tells everybody about the sex operation and how Newman Enterprises is funding it. I said, oh. Victor was looking like, what the fuck is she talking about? And Neil had to hurry up and do damage control and tell the press no pictures and stuff like that. So everybody's just in a tizzy going crazy. And that's when Dina says, the Newmans basically are nothing but trash and that's all they do is come out with scandal. And Nikki told Dina to shut the fuck up, mind her business, and finally shut her mouth. So Dina pulled out a fucking knife and slit Nikki arm. I said that wasn't even no real cut. All she did was swipe your arm with a butter knife. It didn't even do that much damage. That was barely a flesh wound. Nikki screaming out like somebody killed her. I said, Nikki, if you don't shut the hell up, she barely touched you. You ain't got nothing but a scratch on you. That shit ain't even no flesh wound. That's a butter knife. What damn, a butter knife ain't sharp. Hell, I got two butter knives. Them bitches is as dull as ever. I'm telling you. How you screaming like somebody trying to kill you? I said, bitch, like for real, what you screaming for? Like somebody killing you with a butter knife. What you gonna do? Spread some jam on your arm or something? Come on, that's all a butter knife is good for. Nikki, shut up. So Scott took Abby and they went into the elevator. Scott tried to stop him or whatever. I said, damn, the shit hit the fan on Y&R today. I was like, I wonder how Victor gonna spin this one. But I mean, they do have complete deniability because Victor didn't know shit about this. He ain't had no. Abby didn't know. None of them knew. But I was like, Sharon, you dumbass. You should have just let the cops handle this. Cause now you done turned it into some shit, kidnappings and everything else. I said, this bitch. But anyway, yo, this episode was crazy. I love Y&R. Y&R is killing it. But anyway, hit the comments. Let me know what you think. Have a great weekend.